to the inn, because New Game Plus doesn't start you with the opening cutscene for some reason. Alright. I need to turn it up on my end too. Hopefully it doesn't bleed through my mic. The never-ending journey. Side quest. Ul'dah? Yes. Coming to Ul'dah. Part 1. I'll actually put a stream marker here, because I am doing this with the purpose of highlighting. I do have a story that I do want to write. I need game dialogue and shit to do it. Stream marker. There we go. Alright.
Here. Here. Feel. Hear, feel, think.
Baby artifact armor. The level 50 set. And so the story begins. Scene 2. Hey. Hey you. You alright, lass? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Feeling the effects of the ether, I reckon. You'll get used to it though, don't worry. You there, halt! What's all this about? Inspection. Men search the carriage. Just an honest peddler, friend, so don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. Look, sir, Somnus. Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days. Unless you can afford the fine. Business as usual. Ah! Amalja, Amalja, 2 arms, 2 arms! Seven hells. Consider this a warning. Now go, all of you. That kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. You be careful around them brass blades, lass. Bastards will have the shirt off your back if they fancy it, like common bandits they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Hey, seeing as we've still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Look at those young'uns. Bet they're not important at all. Brent's the name and Pedlin's betrayed. And judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. I knew it! Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory, now that's what I call a living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Well, you see... ... Kin's secrets are her own. Well, if you ain't inclined to tell, I ain't about to pry. Might be as old Brent's chatterbox, but he sure as hell ain't no busybody. We all have a secret or three, don't we? Me? Dozens. And I'd rather they stayed secret, too, which is why I don't go sticking me nose where it ain't welcome. Just remember, though, there are a lot more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Ul'dah? Yes, it is. It is? Well then, let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Ul'dah is ruled by the Sultana in name, but as most folks know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and their monetarist cronies will happily get rid of her grace altogether, but that won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists. And the Royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, throwing the weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no sign of stopping. Of course, the Lizardmen, that's the Amalja, couldn't care less about Ul'dah politics. They have their own interests, see, and they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war is a gift to peddlers, need breed and profit and all, though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. Ah, at long last, behold, Ul'dah, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises. A solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ul'dah. Even with the coming of the seventh umbral era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for putting up with me prattle. You never did tell me your name, though. Hey, but here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met in. I'll consider us square.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
Final Fantasy XIV. A Realm Reborn. Cutscene number 4. Boy, venturer, over here. Aye, I mean you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance? How can I tell? You look like a freak. Name's Wyman, and my business is knowing every bugger else's. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city? Free of charge, even, just this once, like. His advice is, bitch, go to the Adventurers Guild. Why, hello there. Who might you be? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Momody, and I own this fine establishment, if it please you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. And lucky for you, that is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Like our conflict with the Amalja, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for forever now. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all there's worry. Worry and a lingering feel of loss. And a little wonder, it's scarce been 5 years since the Lesser Moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an 8th hell. So much was lost in the blink of an eye. 'Twas like the end of the world had come at last. But then things began to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next. Some of them 2 or 3. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is, they don't. Nobody does. There's one thing the survivors agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever we try and call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet it sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand to shine an example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. All I'll ask is you lend a helping hand and try and leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise me that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Alright then, a promise is a promise now. I'm counting on your help to put the past behind us. We'll need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand, too. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register, neat as you can. Kinliana Ironhide. Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. Alright, Miss Ironhide, on behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 is my witness. I swear to you, I'll bring you the money. In the East, it's said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful you were given a 4th chance to offend. You two, attend to this scum. No, please, mercy. Well, ain't that a sorry sight, nor an uncommon one if I'm honest. Don't worry though, if you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing a lady muse on the many manhoods of her acquaintance from time to time. Any road, welcome to Ul'dah, Kinliana. Take a moment to catch your breath, and I'll teach you a little about our fair city. And that is where we begin our New Game Plus tale. The humble beginnings of an adventurer who's gonna save the fucking world. Oh, I need to turn off mount music. I'm going full fucking loser with this experience for myself, because I'm sure everyone and their mother is obviously very interested in this, but how do you turn off? X. Oh, here we go. Nope, never mind. Here we don't go. I want to turn. Oh, no, here we go. There, play. Get rid of the mount music. We're going full goddamn loser with this New Game Plus experience. I will absolutely still ride mounts, because sprinting everywhere is slow as hell. Back in my day, we had TP, and Sprint got rid of all of it, and we super didn't like it. Well, young'un, how you finding our fine Ul'dah, then? Got your bearings about you yet? If so, mayhap it's time you venture beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Ul'dah are one thing, but the wilds of Fanland? That's altogether another. I know a bloke you may fancy speaking to, and name of Papashan. You'll find him over at the Ul'dah Dispatch Yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The Dispatch Yard's over in central Thanaland. Just head out the door across the hall, and you'll see the Gate of Nald staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come upon it 'fore long. There's dangers beyond the wall, though, more than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. Boop. Hold on. Boop. Oh god, I'm gonna get dumpstered with garbage. Well, you certainly look the part of an adventurer, my friend. Might you be the good soul nobody advised me to expect? I'm Papashan, station master of this humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you. I truly am no more than a tired old Lalafell passing his final years in quiet and solitude. 12 no, there have been plenty of both in the last 5 years since the calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now true old Dons work together, doing all in our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brows and the love of our home, we've rebuilt Ul'dah to the grandeur and majesty that you see today. The railways which run through this dispatch yard, too, were born of the noble efforts of a great many souls. But there's still much work to be done. The wounds left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and the places yet wanting for relief and restoration. Ul'dah needs the aid of you and your brethren, friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. Which brings me to the point, I suppose. I do believe I may have some work suited to one of your ability. Since you come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. It just so happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area, a dispatch to the dispatch yard, as it were. They have long been away from the shade and feather beds of the city. The hot days and cold nights can play hells on the mind and body out here. It isn't much, but go and give them these twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself. Halt, madam. I'm gonna have to ask you to put that pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. State your name and business. A twilight pretzel from Papashan? Oh, by the gods, forgive me. You could say this new post has my nerves in a twist. I'm terribly sorry for that. Yes, well, you may rest assured that the dispatch yard is safe so long as I stand watch. Please give Papashan my thanks and tell him that I only wish I could repay the favor. 12 saved me. Scorching days, freezing nights. This post will be the end of me. Twilight pretzel? Don't mind if I do. Ugh, now that's a refreshing goddamn pretzel. I feel reborn. Western front, clear. Eastern front, clear. For me, from Popshawn, Twilight pretzel, my favorite. How did he know? Can't fight in an empty stomach now, can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. I suppose you could say I have no stomach for fighting. You've returned, and with a deal fewer pretzels, I see. Tell me, how fare our Sultan-sworn sentries? Do they have anything to report? Anything at all? What? Nothing? Are you sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles then, and stay a moment. There's more I would ask of you. And Liana, I have just this moment... No, the time for concealment is past. The truth is, even before you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news, which is the real reason I sent you to meet with those Sultan-sworn. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I've been ordered to see her safe return. The Sultan-sworn you met earlier are assisting with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologize for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less honorable motives may join the hunt. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. This cannot happen, Kinliana. It must not. I need you to help me find her. Praise the 12, I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but Thanalan is vast, and there are only so many of us. The young noblewoman's name is Lady Lilira. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultan Tree. Good luck. Oh, Sultan Tree. You're about to go into a duty.
Oh, Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear. Show yourself!
As you command, O Lilira. Forgive my selfish desire to assure your welfare.
I don't recall requesting an escort. Simply pretend we never met and continue on your way.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone. It isn't safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching us. And I'd prefer not to join them, if it's all the same to you. Ah, you must be the one the Papa Shan mentioned. Congratulations on finding our elusive young charge. You'll have to forgive her impetuousness. What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness. You should return with us. The station master will be eager to thank Lady Lilira's protector in person. Alas, the station master will have to wait. Dear Lilira, for my sake, please stay out of harm's way. As for you, dear friend, for Lilira's sake, please stay in harm's way.
God, the ARR voices are something special. Oh, handsome stranger. You obviously are no one of importance. We're level 8. Handsome stranger, we did it!
Whew.
There's a mystery rock on the ground. It's very shiny. Oh shit, it's floating. Oh shit. I'm floating.
Hear, feel, think. Crystal Bearer. I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. And shine thy light on all creation.
Ah, coming around now.
Would you mind telling me what that was?
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
The void sent? Here? But how?
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits. Don't suppose the answer came to you in a dream. No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt. Interesting. I hadn't considered the crystal. But of course, this changes everything. Oh, just thinking aloud? At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this at once. I leave Lady Lilira in your capable hands.
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled babe? I shall return and tell them myself.
As you wish, your impetuousness. I suspect we shall meet again before long. Until then, do try and stay awake.
What if I want to take a nap? Time for a nap. So we have met the Mother Crystal. Eidolon, Mother to all. He says, go forth and find these shiny crystals. They will help you stop the bad guys. Thank the gods you've returned. You had us all so worried. You do realize what would happen if a person of your noble stature were to be injured, or worse? Why, Her Grace the Sultana would be beside herself with grief, and so would her subjects. I dare say they'd be weeping in the streets. But I've already given you cause to weep, Papa Shan, you and the people of Ul'dah. Please, you're not to say such things. We'll find it, I swear to you. It's not my place to make demands, but my lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologize for causing you undue worry, Papa Shan. I shall refrain from traveling unescorted in the future. cannot thank you enough, Kinliana. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Lilira from void-sent fiends. For your gallant service, you deserve all the riches in the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. A sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder? I see you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the ether, rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, Kinliana, you're just the sort of adventure we need around here. I pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thanalan as you did to us today. You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I have a favor to ask. I've resolved to repay a debt of gratitude, which I owe the owner of the Coffer and Coffin. For this purpose, I've purchased from the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and proffer the pumpkin. You see, the scheduled shipment from the Nanwa mines for which I await is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to the Coffer and Coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Gagari in the royal plantations, and she will yield it to you. I apologize for asking you to attend to this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate the assistance. If Cisadoa doesn't come calling soon, this spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. Oh, so you're to deliver this this decadent delight? I can say with confidence that any gourmand will be grateful for such a grand gift. Here's the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such we're always deluged with demand. You know the way to the Coffer and Coffin, correct? It's beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where local laborers lounge. You, madam, use way too much alliteration. Please stop. My tongue is tied. Drink for you, lassie. You won't get a better ale or spirits for your coin than at me place. What's that? Wee Cisadoa asked you to bring this here to me? So even that foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drunk, sodden arse back home. Hell's an honest-to-God's pumpkin from the royal plantations? I can't wait to see what the cooks will do with her. The lads here scoff down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to show in their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for the help, lassie. Where it is, Blackfrost Station's sorely undermanned. The stone torches there can't get a moment's peace. Bloke by the name of Warren is hoping to bolster their numbers for a short-term assignment or two. If you fancy putting a few extra gil in your pockets, could do a lot worse. Looking for work, perchance? If so, you couldn't have come at a better time. We stone torches are cell swords, who are hired by Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern to protect its interests. Our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests, and it's for this purpose that we require your aid. I should point out, however, that it can be messy work and liable to get messier if you're still ill-prepared. A single piece of gear can mean a difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience that I sent an ill-equipped adventurer to an untimely demise. See to it your arms and armor in order, and when you're ready, present yourself to me again. This is where the game says, have something equipped at every single slot. I think I'm good. So you ready for inspection? Good. Everything appears in order. Yet, know that naught is guaranteed in this world. Fate is a fickle mistress, after all. At any rate, capable adventurers like you are few and far between, and I would not have you throw your life away. I have had to bury too many comrades who brush aside cracks in their hauberks and dints in their helms. No matter what you face, do not disregard the importance of gear. Let's get to it, then, shall we? Ore wagons pass through the station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through a tunnel by Fesh's watch, a tunnel in which some genius saw fit to put an ore storehouse, creating ideal conditions for a kobold nest. So now the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in a tunnel we dug, and we're practically delivering meals to their doorstep. But no more. Inside the tunnel in question, you will find a narrow fissure where the goblins hide. Use the silver ore cluster to lure out the creatures and slay them. I'm a god. Duties are synced. Overworld not synced. Well done. It shan't be easy work to keep the tunnel free of kobolins, but our wagons should be able to go unmolested for a time. Disruptions to ore shipments threaten not only the interests of Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern, but of Ul'dah herself. One might liken these train tracks to veins that bear our nation's lifeblood. If only we had more women like you to lend a hand. Ah, the altruistic adventurer. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears, and I'm eager to share it. May I? Rumor has it that the vast, untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Sildé. But that is not all. Inconceivably, the concern appears to be entirely ignorant of its existence, and even as we speak, a young upstart, a self-made merchant from Stone's Throw of all places, is moving to claim it. The fellow's name is Ystan, and he's a very, very ambitious young man. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, but they say his master plan is to use his new fortune to curry favor with the Sacrarium. Words are hard. Of course, the thaumaturge only considered the opinions of the most wealthy when drafting the laws of Ul'dah. If you would have your voice heard, you must be prepared to pay a sultan's ransom. One voice which is invariably heard belongs to Lord Lolorito. He has long lavished gil upon the thaumaturges, and some claim that he devises new laws with the express intention of ruining his competitors while protecting his own interests. Suffice to say, if Ystan thinks he can compete with the likes of the Syndicate, he's in for a rude awakening, but that eventuality may yet be a ways off. For the present, he is moving ahead with his plans and assembling a team to survey the site. I'm told he's at the Coffer and Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his prospectors. Warren said you were looking for work. Mayhap you should meet Ystan and volunteer for his expedition? I'm pretty sure Stone's Throw are the tents outside of Ul'dah where all the refugees live. They're not allowed to live inside of the city. I can't remember. There's the rats. It might be in a different part of Thanalan, but there's like a bunch of tents right outside the city. It's very, very sad. Hello, dear Ystan. Come to join? Sorry, but you're too late. Some brass blades looking for extra coin volunteered, and the team's already en route to the ruins. But look, I know it's not easy to find work these days. If you're interested, there's something else you can do for me. There are these children outside, little ones from Stone's Throw. I look after them when I have time to spare, and so they've taken to following me around even when I tell them not to. But with the overseeing the search for the vein, I barely have a chance to visit the privy at the moment, much less entertain younglings. Can you use these ginger cookies? Can you give them these ginger cookies and convince them to go home for me? I like playing with Ystan. He makes sure no one bullies us. Ystan's worried about us? Oh, I don't want to make him worried. I'm a good girl, so I'll go home. I ain't going nowhere, missus. I'm too hungry to move. Besides, so you'll have to carry me. A cookie? Well, if Ystan really wants me to go home, then alright, but I want 2 next time. But Ystan always plays with us. Why won't he come out and play? Wow, ginger cookie? I better save some for my brother. I know, I'll go home and eat it with him. Ystan's kind to us. I like him. This is for me. I want to eat it, but then again I don't, because then it'd be gone. Tell Ystan thanks, and tell him I'm sorry for getting in the way. That one's precious. That's a precious child who does not want to be in the way. What a good boy. Thank you, adventurer. I only wish I could do more. Stone's Throw is no place for a child. Not that my childhood was much happier. Never enough food to go around, nor work to earn it. But no shortage of contempt for the great and the good, from the great and the good. I remember thinking things could only get better, yet now, after the calamity and everything else, for us refugees to be forced to live outside the gates like bloody beastmen is a disgrace. They say with enough money you could change the laws here, so I'm going to make a fortune and do just that. I'll buy the excavation rights and start my own mining business. Then I'll give my fellow refugees the work they're crying out for and pay them fairly. The mining companies have profited from our suffering for too long, but in the hubris they've grown complacent, presenting us with a golden opportunity. And we will take it, adventurer. We will reclaim our dignity, and with it, our place within those walls. We found her! We found the vein! Whiston, you must come and see. Already? Amazing! We leave at once. You should join me, my friend. Come and bear witness to history in the making. Yeah, you're supposed to go down the cliff over there, but I can fly, so it's fine. I can fly, I can fly, I can fly. Oh no, a duty! Oh no! He looks half dead! Oh, the other biters! Oh god, what's happened? Oh no! Balls, balls, son. A vein of ore in the middle of a ruined, bloody city? Goddamn idiot. What'd you think was gonna happen? That you'd strike it rich and get cozy with the Order while the Masters of Ul'dah looked on? No one crosses the Syndicate. The Syndicate? Ha! Finally sunk in, has it? Well, look at this. Not all your friends have deserted you, it seems. Lucky boy. Now you won't have to die alone. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone of soul, that it may wake to life. Who's that spoutin' gibberish? Show yourself! This ain't part of the plan. Bloody hells, does Lord Lodorito mean to kill us too? You are strong, but are you strong enough to withstand this? Yes, it's almost dead. Impossible! Never has the golem been so sorely tested! Golem's dead. That the golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. Damn, seems I've missed all the fun. I see you didn't need my help this time. Oh no, I'm starting to feel woozy again. I would compose a ballad in your honor, but I fear no words would do you justice. The songstress of Ul'dah herself could not rival your beauty. Oh, stop it. I've oft heard it said that a blossom's beauty can move a man to love and long, but I never truly believed it until I met you two desert roses. I hear they attacked another caravan. Aye, and business is suffering for it. Bloody Amulja. What stirred him up, do you reckon? Another raid. I'll wager that caravan was carrying crystals, much like the last. If they truly mean to summon a primal, we must act quickly. Are you coming, love? You wouldn't keep a girl waiting, would you? Perish the thought! So tell me, where in this marvel of a city might you lovely ladies be staying? At this rate, grain will soon be more precious than gold, a result of the uncommonly bad harvest, to be sure. We have you to thank for them, do we not? Aye, this weakening of the etheric flow must surely be linked to Dalamud's descent. And of course, to the primals. Fine mess, but we must not lose hope. Louis Soir will know what to do. We need only trust in his judgment. Truly a marvel of Charlian ingenuity. It's as if I could reach out and touch the ether. Time to focus. No more gallivanting about like before. The Scions are counting on you. Have faith. Just have faith. You can do this. This disturbance is recent. Sultanry? Maybe Papa Shan will know something of it. Looks like they gave you quite a thrashing. Can you walk? It's me. I was too late. Our person of interest had already quit the scene. The General? Very well. I shall be there anon. My colleagues went to great lengths to provide me with the means to detect etheric disturbances, but every time I find one, you seem to be in the middle of it. I'm starting to wonder if I might not be simpler just to follow you around. Sadly, I have business elsewhere. Tread softly, my friend. The carefully laid trap you dismantled was clearly sanctioned by Lord Lolorito. I hear the Blades mention him as they fled. Believe me when I tell you that he is not a man to be trifled with. The Sultana's enemies grow bolder by the day, and I suspect they have support of outside forces. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, those bastards would surely have slaughtered us all. I would speak with you further, but it isn't safe for us to linger here. Find me at the Coffer and Coffin later. Until then, stay safe. I shall accompany Whiston and his men. They need protection, and I need more information. Ah, but where are my manners? I've yet to properly introduce myself. I am Thancred, a humble scholar surveying the flow of ether in Thanalan. It's been an honor and a privilege to make your acquaintance. I hope when next we meet, it's under more auspicious circumstances. Farewell. Ah, wait a moment. It occurs to me that we may have... never mind. Fare thee well. "12 bless you, my friend. You risked your life to save ours. Betrayed by my own guards. Gods, I was a fool to trust those men. Lolorito owns the goddamn brass blades. I should have questioned their motives from the start. Even so, I could hardly have predicted that the wealthiest man in Ul'dah would want me dead for the heinous crime of seeking to change the law. I'm just a merchant, for God's sakes. The ruthless bastard, and what of that monstrosity? Those were his own men. It beggars belief. Well, that's it. I'm finished. If I stay in Ul'dah any longer, I'm as good as dead. My associates, my friends, gods, even the children may not be safe if I don't disappear. And you, gods damn it, if Lolorito learns of your involvement, you'll be next. I'll speak with the others and make sure your part in this stays secret. Beyond that, I don't know what to suggest. Maybe you should seek out the counsel of Mistress Momody. She's helped countless adventurers in her time. Maybe she'll know what to do. Go quickly now, my friend. Lolorito's spies may be watching. Oh yeah, there's one at the Adventurers Guild. Oh well. Be running. Settle down, Kinliana. You've got nothing to worry about. No one seems to know you were at the ruins. Whiston, on the other hand, is now a pariah. About as welcome round here as a rabid wolf, poor bugger. Suffice to say, that boy risked the wrath of the wrong man. Lord Lolorito, chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company, generous contributor to the Order of Nalthal, and member of the Syndicate. Didn't get where he was by leaving loose ends, that one. Which is why he ain't above killing his own men. Hells, even if those blades knew that was coming, it's not like they could refuse to do their benefactor's bidding. Oh, don't let this color your view of Ulda, Kinliana. It's true there are some here who ain't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them what they want, but most of us are decent folk just trying to make ends meet. You know, a lot of people would call you a damn fool for risking your life to save a marked man, but I believe you did a good thing, Kinliana, and for that, you have my respect. Listen, you've been through a lot lately. Why don't you rest a spell? I'll have the boys at the Hourglass set you up with a room. My treat. Just have a word with Potopa whenever you feel like staying. And when you've got the appetite for adventuring back, consider taking on a guild leave or two. We've a lot of requests from locals looking to hire adventurers for various jobs. It'd be a good way for you to earn yourself some extra gil. Eustace can tell you more about how the system works. Go and speak with him if you're interested. God, look how happy and full of life we are. It's a shame that that's going to come crashing down. Look what the quarrel dragged in. Good to see you, Kinliana. I'd ask what brings you, but I reckon we both know the answer to that already. Well, have I ever let you down before? Wait, don't answer that. So happens I know a fella by the name of Dadanin who needs a hand. He's a merchant by trade, selling precious stones to those in Ulda with the means to buy them. He's asked that they send any looking for work his way. You can find him over in Horizon if you fancy. That's in Western Thanaland, mind you. Just cross the bridge north to Scorpion Crossing, and the road will take you there. Knowing the circles he deals in, might be he'll have some talk of the royal family if that'll interest you as well. And why not make use of the Chocobo Porter for the journey to Horizon, if you got the gil, that is. You'll find the Chocobo stables just across the way from my quicksand. Find Mimigun, he'll set you straight. Well, off you go then. I haven't got all day to be holding your bloody hand. I could teleport to Horizon, but my character in the world of New Game Plus has never been there. And so we're gonna ride a Chocobo Porter over to Horizon for 5 gil. Look guys, I'm RPing. Oh god, it's not playing the music because I told it to not do regular mount music, so it doesn't play the Chocobo Porter music either. Turtle. The moon! We'd never go there, right? No, never. That's crazy talk. Space travel in my Final Fantasy? God, the Chocobo Porters give me such World of Warcraft vibes. Back in the day, taking the griffins across the fucking continent, going to make a sandwich while the fucking the adventure happens. Kinliana, I presume. Hi, nobody said to expect you, and so I have. Welcome to Horizon. Ours is a trading settlement that sees goods in from the port of Vesper Bay to the west, and trade we do. Nary a day goes by that Horizon isn't bustling with some manner of merchants and officials. They keep us running about busy, they do. Enough so that I wish I had chocobo legs in place of my own. And that's why I've asked Momody to send me as many any souls looking for work. 12 know there's plenty of it to be done around here. Speak to me again when you're ready to make yourself some use to us. Just so happens that I have a situation that must be resolved post-haste, and I do mean post-haste. I'm plumb out of premium product, and my latest order has yet to arrive. If I keep my customers waiting any longer, this could irrevocably damage my reputation. What's worse, I paid my man in advance for his services. Despite his assurances that it would be a simple affair, I've heard nothing since he departed for Copperbell Mines days ago. Find Drunken Stag and give him this notice. I cannot afford any further delay. What do you want, Dadnan's product? He can send all the notices he likes, but it won't change a thing. The concern has closed the mines due to some incident in the depths. The god's damn shame, too. Lost a decent haul just over yonder during all the chaos. The product you heard Dadnan going on about is a valuable gemstone known as raw nashicite. I managed to dig up a godly amount just before the mines were closed off, actually. Packed it up and hauled it out even. But then the 12's damn kobolins came along, not like any kobolins I'd seen before, and hungry only for good rocks. They had an eye for my gemstones, so I had no choice but to oblige. Stone torches had their hands full evacuating the mines, so they ignored the beasts. Even now, they're only concerned with keeping people out. Please, friend, if you're willing to face the kobolins, would you bring me my narcissite? Yep. How'd you fare, friend? Did you find the raw narcissite? Beautiful, isn't it? Rarer than many stones, and more expensive than most. They say the green is the same as the eyes of Nanasha ul Nasha, who once ruled as the Sultana. This should save Dadnan from his troubles, if there's enough left. There's far less than what I found. I reckon those kobolins made a meal of the stuff. Bloody waste. You'd take a chance to make some money, right? Or you'd like a chance to make some money, right? Then I know just how I can repay you for your kindness. Swarms of sun midges have been harassing travelers along the road, connecting Horizon to here. It's gotten so bad that the brass blades have started paying folks to keep the roads clear. If you find it hard to believe that swarm of tiny midges could be so troublesome, then you've never seen a chocobo driven into a frenzy by one. There have already been some terrible accidents. Do your part to slay a few swarms. After that, let Fufalupa know. He'll reward you for your trouble, and maybe even offer you more work. Boop. 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 They're gonna be connected. Boop. Boop. Greetings and salutations, adventurer. To what do I owe this? What, you've slain how many swarms of sun midges? You have my sincerest thanks. The brass blades have been struggling to keep them in check, so your assistance is greatly appreciated. Will you be staying in Horizon long? If so, there is much and more you can do to help here. Pray allow me to enlist your aid, brave adventurer. I would have you ascertain the whereabouts of a missive I sent to Lost Hope the other day. Captain Leofric is stationed there. Ever since he was transferred, we've exchanged letters, but never before has it taken this long to receive a reply. And so I fear that the courier may have met with some misfortune en route. She must have made it to Central Thanalan, or the brass blades that patrol the roads between here and Scorpion's Crossing would have seen something. But if she made it as far as Blackbrush Station, she surely would have delivered the letter by now. Lost Hope is practically on its doorstep. I suggest you focus your search on the road to Blackbrush Station in Central Thanalan. With luck, you will find her quickly. Huh? A letter? I've got Foofaloopa's missive right here. I won't be delivered anytime soon, though. Gotta tend to my bird's injured leg first. Even the most minor cuts can fester if ignored. Foofaloopa sent you, right? If this is a pressing matter, then why don't you take the rest of the way? Lost Hope is just past Blackbrush Station, to the northeast. Look for the tents by the river. Just passing through, or will you be staying a while? Foofaloopa sent you all this way because of a late letter? The boy is still far too earnest. Despite my demotion, he continues to call me captain. I suspect he has no idea what it means to be transferred to Lost Hope either. The brass blades don't give a keekern's ass about this settlement. No one in Ul'dah does. All here have been forsaken, adventurer. The refugees, their protectors, and you will be too if you're seen associating with us. Thank you for the letter. Now, for your own good, leave. I thought I told you to get out of here. What, looking for a chance to do some good? I guess I can't force you to leave. Damn stubborn adventurers, the lot of you. Fine then, listen well. A band of outlaws has taken up residence at the Quiveron Manse on the ridge to the south. Their leader has styled himself heir to the Ilon Quiveron, the syndicate member who died in the calamity. The Baron and his cronies are not more than a pack of jackals. They prey on the people of Lost Hope, robbing them of what little they have. I myself cannot act without endangering the refugees, as they know my face and will retaliate against Lost Hope. You, however, are not known to the bandits or their allies. If you wish to help us, then deal with the Baron. Yo, Unphobic. We are here, restarting our journey from Baby's first quest. If I can get some footage for a story that I would like to write someday. Need access to all them lines, and I hate watching stuff that isn't my own character. Oh, I've already beaten Endwalker. I beat the Endwalker main story day 3 of early access. Yeah, it took me 3 days, but it was like 16-hour days. It was not healthy, but I had work off, so. Yeah, it was very, very good. Very, very good. Ooh. Do you have anything else lined up, or did you just have to get out of there? Hell yeah. Yeah, on early access I got lucky. Basically the sweet spot, even now, is like 8 to 10 a.m. Eastern. And it was like 30-person queue times. So it's done? Good. I hope that wretch died screaming. Ul'dah is more prosperous than ever, some say. That may be true for the Syndicate, but none of that wealth has trickled down to the small folk. The mummer's farce. One day I refused to play my part, and so I was made to leave the stage. Aye, my time has passed. The brass blades of the rose must look to others for guidance. As you may have noticed, I'm in no shape to leave Lost Hope right now, so in my stead, I'd like you to return to Horizon and give this dagger to Fufulupa. Although it's just an old ornamental dagger, it belongs with the brass blades of the rose. I should have given it to the boy before I came here. Hey, that's dope. Good luck. I want to get into medical coding someday. That's kind of like the next step from where my job is, but I'd have to take a bunch of courses. Ah, Kinliana, I've received word from Captain Leofric the other day. Thank you for delivering the letter for me. Why do you have that dagger? Only a captain of the brass blades of the rose is permitted to possess it. Captain Leofric says I'm to have it? There must be some mistake. You couldn't possibly mean to tell me that. No, of course not. I am not worthy to wield it. Nevertheless, I shall respect the captain's wishes and take the dagger into safekeeping until he comes to reclaim it. Sweet. Sounds good, Unphobic. Will do. Yeah, I've beaten the extremes are fun. First one's not too bad, and the second one's, I don't have quite the IQ for it sometimes, but I got the weapon, so. Brass blades of the rose have need of your assistance once more, Kinliana. Thaumaturges from the ossuary are presently surveying the footfalls for ancient relics. As the area is rife with wild beasts, the Horizon garrison has been charged with their security. But Captain Baldwin sent only a handful of brass blades. Despite his assurances to the contrary, such a small unit cannot possibly be sufficient to protect our patrons. I would have you offer your assistance to my comrades. Pray travel to the footfalls and speak with Totaruna. Yeah. My static and I grabbed a couple of pugs and we cleared it in the first. I think we did it because we were doing blind prog. Because we do everything blind, it's fun that way. I think it took us 2 days. I did all of the normals for the first time today. They were fun. Got my weekly drops. A bleeding venturer come to help? I ain't heard nothing from Captain Baldwin about this. He said trusted men only. Any road, we've got this under control. And besides, this operation ain't got nothing to do with Fufulupa. Boy's got to stick up his arse the size of a sabot tender. It's no wonder Captain told him to stay at Horizon. Hey, adventurer, mind running a message to Crescent Cove for us? Captain Baldwin's planning some festivities for the thaumaturges, see? And he wants them treated to the finest food and drink. Nothing but the best for our distinguished guests, eh? Head west and south of the village and tell Raph that he's to deliver a bounty of fresh fish to Horizon for the feast. Heh, those are fun. Fucking the third phase of Light Waves, I haven't seen enough times to have the fucking big brain for, so. But luckily the paladin weapon dropped like the second run, so I haven't had to worry. I think I have a coffer too for one of my subclasses. Fresh fish for Captain Baldwin? Of course, of course! We will do our best, madam. Unfortunately, we've had a poor catch in recent days on account of the rough seas. More boats should be returning soon, but I cannot promise their catch will please. But don't worry, milady, the captain will have his fish, I swear it. Oh yeah, mounts. Mount grinding aplenty. Nice. Excluding Nightmare? Ah, just go beat the crap out of them by yourself. It's pretty easy to get eventually. You're an adventurer, are you not? I know this is sudden, but I have no one else to turn to. Last night, a gang of bandits from the Quiveron Manse were in their cups, and I overheard them discussing their plans. It seems they've come to collect gemstones stolen from Copperbell mines. Narcissite, I think I heard one say. They are to meet with their co-conspirators soon at the Footfalls. What did you say? Illicit exchanges and shadowy dealings? The Brassblades cannot abide such maleficence. Forgive my eavesdropping, Gidliana. I came to Crescent Cove merely to thank you in person. I never imagined I'd uncover a criminal conspiracy right outside Horizon's gates. We must act quickly if we're to apprehend these thieves. I will notify Captain Baldwin at once. No, wait, you must... Oh, gods. You must stop him before it's too late. Captain Baldwin himself is working with the bandits. Hey, yes, Aura best people. Yeah, I saw a million nightmares drop when I was Garuda farming for tank mounts. Oh, tank mount farms. Look, guys, another duty. Duty it up. Dude, Pudding Way. I love Pudding Way. Captain Baldwin, sir. I've discovered something shocking. Something horrible. Someone has been stealing gemstones from Copperbell mines and... Wait, those gauntlets, those boots. Why, you're one of Quiveron's men. Sir, that man is a thief and a scoundrel. And what of it? His coin's good, and that's what counts. What? Captain Baldwin, are you working with these men? It cannot be. I told you to stay in Horizon, Foofaloopa. It didn't have to be like this. They'd get their Nashicite, I'd get my gill, and none would be the wiser. But sir, what if your crimes are uncovered? What if Lord Lolorito finds out? You goddamn fool, don't you see? I'm acting under the authority of Lord Lolorito himself. No, that cannot be true. Why do you think the people join the Brassblades, Foofaloopa? To serve and protect? We're not the bloody flames here. We do this for coin. You there, adventurer, do you remember me? Well, I remember you. I am Sir Baron von Quiveron IV, Esquire. You killed my brother, and now I'm going to return the favor. Also, yes, Unphobic, I did cry. Many, many different points I cried. Well, that settles it. It's clearly everyone's best interest that you both die. All Lalafels and ARR are fucking evil. Except for Foofaloopa. Foofaloopa is a good boy. You're stronger than I thought. Damn you both. You're ruining everything. Boop. Big boop. Tataru is secretly the villain. That's enough, Baldwin. Your partner is dead and your plans are undone. You've no reason left to fight. Stay out of this, Leofric. I don't take orders from you. I may have spared your life before, but if you interfere, I will not show you mercy. And what mercy will he show you, I wonder? You who have done so much in another man's name. What are you blathering on about? Every fisherman in Crescent Cove knew about your meeting, you arrogant fool. Quiveron's men couldn't keep their mouths shut. Imagine Lord Lolorito's surprise when he learned that a rank-and-file brassblade was using his name to advance a personal agenda. He knows? 7 hells, but I'm a captain, he wouldn't... I was once a captain too, remember? And we both know what happened to me. Well fought, boy. You've done the brassblades of the Rose proud. Captain Leofric, Captain Baldwin, he said that Lord Lolorito wouldn't waste his time on a small-scale smuggling operation. This is all Baldwin's doing. What else did he say? That all our brethren are no better, and that each and every one cares for naught but coin? Mere excuses to justify his schemes. Aye, we've no shortage of greedy sods. Some who probably sell their own mother into slavery if the price was right. But there are men like you, Fufalupa, good men and true, whom the small folk respect. Which is why I gave you the dagger. The brass blades of the Rose need a leader with honor, and you're the most honorable man I know. Captain! Thank you for all your help, Kinliana. The captain and I will escort Captain Baldwin back to Horizon. Pray visit me in town when you next return. Hatchery was the villain and the hero we needed all along. Yep, I was like, currently Yoshi P pays all of our subs. I saw a meme like that. It was like something about maintenance and how the servers were going down and someone shouted, I don't need to log off, you don't pay my sub. And someone was like, actually, they do pay your sub right now. He's like, oh shit, really? Mad respect, I'll log off right away. Sorry, Yoshi P. Welcome back, Kinliana. So much has happened. Captain Baldwin has been arrested and stripped of rank, which means the brass blades of the Rose no longer have a captain. Until a new one is designated, I've been ordered to serve as acting captain of the Horizon Garrison. Though doubtless this is only a temporary arrangement, I will do my utmost to represent my brethren and protect the people of Horizon. Thank you, Kinliana, for your service to the Sultanate. You are a true hero. I salute you, honored friend. As acting captain, I should be much obliged if you would grant me a personal request. In our efforts to ascertain the full extent of the former captain's corruption, we begin poring over his personal correspondence. Our search unearthed this sealed letter addressed to a man named Owain. But he is one of the Sultan's sworn elite. I can think of no reason he would have any dealings with Baldwin. We now know that a former captain was consorting with a coalition of criminals. Could it be that Owain was too? This letter may well serve as evidence of their collusion, so I dare not tamper with it myself. But given the events of recent days, I know not whom to trust with this information, until now. I have chosen you, Kinliana. Pray bear this letter to Mistress Momody of the Quicksand, and relate the circumstances of its discovery. Not only is she a staunch supporter of the Sultana, but she's well acquainted with the Sultan Swarm. She will know how best to proceed. Ah, Kinliana, it's been too long. Dadnan tells me you've been keeping busy in Horizon. You want to know how grateful I want you to know I'm grateful for everything you've been doing for the people of Ul'dah. Even though you've seen the seedier side of our city, you've continued to help your fellow men. Believe me, the folk around here love you for it. What is it? You look like you got something to say. Did you know that English is a hard language to speak? Turns out. So that's what this is all about. Ufalupa's thinking Owain might be in league with Baldwin, that this letter could be proof of something shady. Well, he needn't worry. Owain's a loyal Sultan sworn as I've ever known. I haven't the foggiest what this says, but... Wait a minute, wasn't Owain the one who... Oh, hells, I've got a bad feeling about this. Listen, Kinliana, I think I know what this is all about, but I need you to swear to keep it quiet. If you'd rather wash your hands of this business, I won't hold it against you, but if you're determined to see it through to the bitter end, say the word and I'll explain. Can I count on your discretion, Kinliana? If so, then listen closely. The outside world believes Ul'dah to be a sultanate, ruled by a Sultana Nanamo Ulnamo. Truth is, though, the sixth wealthiest citizens that hold the most sway, syndicate. Be that as it may, the Sultana's still got support of the people. But she might struggle to keep even that if a certain incident becomes public knowledge. It pains me to say it, but Her Grace's crown, the symbol of the royal dynasty, has been stolen. And Owain's the Sultan Sworn, who was charged with guarding it that night. I bet anything this letter was written by the bastards who made off with the crown. Can't be coincidence that a man we knew to have been fraternizing with thieves had a letter for Owain of all people at this of all times. You need to take this to the man himself, Kinliana. Tell him Momody sent you and that it concerns a lost heirloom. If it looks though the fellow needs help, I want you to lend it to him. The future of our fair city may depend on it. Going right, it's over like near the Alchemist Guild or something. Somewhere over there. I need to get some water. Greasy tea. No. Yes? Yes, Alchemist Guild. I was correct. The heart of the Sworn lies beyond. State your business. Pardon? Did you say a lost heirloom? Proceed. Well met, adventurer. What business brings you here this day? A letter? Very well, let's see it. Have you read this, adventurer? I see, but you have some inkling as to its contents, I think. Mistress Momody has doubtless explained to you the significance of the crown, and what its loss could mean for Her Grace the Sultana. This theft shames the Sultan Sworn, and me most of all. The blame is mine, you see. I grew lax in my duties, and in a moment of carelessness... No, it will do no good to recount the tale now. Since the hour of the theft, we've searched frantically for any signs, any whispers as to the whereabouts of the crown. We have found nothing. The identity of the thieves and their motives seemed fated to remain a mystery until you arrived bearing this ransom note. In that, the criminals state their price for the return of Her Grace's crown. And though it pains me to say it, I fear I have no choice but to acquiesce to their demands. Too much is at stake to do otherwise. The crown symbolizes Her Grace's birthright and identifies her as the custodian of the Ul legacy. It must be recovered. I will travel to the unholy air and pay them their ransom. Though I am not foolish enough to meet these men alone as they stipulate, I dare not bring a host of my comrades lest the thieves take fright. Friend, would you consent to be present for the exchange? Mistress Momody has always spoken of you in the most glowing terms, and I've never yet had a reason to question her judgment. On the behalf of all those still loyal to the Sultana, I beseech you, help us in our hour of need. Oh my god. Right stick sensitivity is too strong on the PS5. Why is this region's music just never playing? It's just always fucking quiet as hell. Or nighttime. Yes, yeah, I'm playing on PS5. I finally got my hands on one a couple months ago. It loads very fast. is very nice. PSN? Dude. I'll give you one guess as to my username. It is Koidu93. I took your guess away. I've come as agreed. Now, show me the crown. Oh, hell yeah. Aye, you'll have your precious crown, once we've been duly compensated. Do you think me a fool? What assurance have I that you will honor your part of the agreement? Now, Owain, you're the least trustworthy man here. Not only was the crown stolen on your watch, but it looks like to me as if you violated the terms of our exchange. Do we not say you were to come alone? And given that you are not alone, what guarantee have we there isn't a company of archers surrounding us even as we speak, ready to feather me and my men the moment they catch a glimpse of the crown? You have made a mock of our trust. The deal is off. Wait, here's your payment as promised. Hi, this is the real thing. 1,000 thanks to you, boy. You've succeeded where scores of thieves have failed. And now at long last we have it. The power to create an army of undying soldiers the traitors spurn. No, it can't be. What have I done? Surely you must have wondered what it was you were handing over. What was it seemed as valuable to us as the crown seemed to you? Or did you assume we were feeling charitable? But you must feel terrible knowing what knowing that you brought us the doom of Silde. Worry not, boy. We'll grant you a quick death and spare you further ignominy. It's too many, Kinliana. Run. Run while you still can. I will do my duty. Your duty is to serve the Sultana, lad, and you'll be doing it for a good while yet. Sultan sworn, put these thieves to the sword and secure the crown. Papa Sean, one of the best potatoes. Sultan sworn, no matter, kill them all. Paladins being paladins. Exactly. Back in the day, we didn't have this spin to win attack. We're so powerful now. Tank's too strong. Oh god, no lag, please. Please don't kick me out of the game. Oh no. I'm definitely lagging. Please no. I would like to stay logged in. Yeah. Yeah, it's just to re-experience the story. Oh, no, stop it. I see you stuttering, and I want you to not do that, okay? Okay. Good call. Yeah, you don't get rewards or anything either. Oh, no, I'm DCing! No! Stop it! Ugh, I DC'd earlier today, too, mid-dungeon. Hearken to me, denizen of the abyss, slay these interlopers and feast upon their souls. I win. No, it's just because it like resets the world states to like it. You get like a special little like overlay, and it lets you go back and experience the quests in order and all that. Master Papashan, but why? How? The general saw you sneak into the vaults, Owain. He suspected something was afoot and ordered us to keep an eye on you. The Flame General? He ordered you to look after me? Master Papashan, more of them to the north. After them, Sultan sworn, they have the crown. This lot sought only to delay us. Let us speak again in the city. It also cuts some stuff out. It's like, it's not every single quest. it's like a, here's the important bits. The source of her strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. If only you knew, buddy. Just you wait. You're playing shambles. Fucking Asians. Soon you shall take your vile gifts to the grave. Whence springs this preternatural might? He didn't even get a chance to poison me. That's really sad. He's supposed to have a line about poison going through my veins. Yo. Thank you for the resub, player hitter. 18 months. You always say you don't really know the story? Here's your chance. You haven't really missed much. This is the beginning. Babies first early on before this is all the voice actors that got fired. We get to listen to them again. That was Baby's first Asian kill. But of course we don't know that's what they are yet. We're about to find out. Ugh, that the wisdom of the paragons should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons? This is indeed a disturbing revelation. We have long suspected the involvement of the bringers of chaos, Asians, to give them their true name. We could not be sure they were responsible for the recent disturbances until now, if the Sultanate needed any more enemies. Have we Charlians crossed paths with Asians before? Well, we've certainly... Wait, I don't recall telling you about my homeland. Ah, yes, that's right. You're one of the gifted. You know, this marks the third time I found you in the midst of trouble. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a lodestone for it. Anyway, I'm glad I started following you around. Who knows what grand conspiracy you'll stumble upon next? I jest. Had I truly been watching your every move, I wouldn't have taken so long to intervene in your latest altercation. But all's well that ends well, eh? Our masked friend is no more, and while I very much doubt we've seen the last of his kind, his demise will likely grant us at least some respite. And on that note, I must away. Until next time, Gilliana. A crystal of darkness. They kind of retcon the whole crystal of darkness thing. I think it's probably like the baby Asians get the crystals of darkness. Like the ones that aren't true Asians, the ones that get turned into them. Everyone's waiting for you, adventurer. Papa Sean, old potato man. Does it surprise you to see me dressed so, Kinliana? I was once a sultan sworn, you know, though it's been 15 years since I put down my sword and took up the role of station master. it is a capacity in which I am no less proud to serve, lest you doubt. Whenever Her Grace ventures outside the gates, I have the honor of protecting her person. Never before had I seen her so despondent as when the news of the crown's theft reached her ears. But thanks to your valiant efforts, she has returned to her former vibrant self. You have the gratitude of every Sultan sworn, Kinliana.
Exalted vessel of Northal, guardian of Thanalan, 17th ascendant to the throne of Uldar, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ulnamo presides.
Long live Nanamo!
Long live
Glory
Nanamo!
to the
Glory
Sultana!
to the Sultana!
Forever may she
Forever
reign!
may she reign!
They regaled me with tales of a champion amongst champions, one whose tireless service to the crown merited the highest honor we might bestow. Never did it occur to me that it might be you. Bring it forth!
God, her ARR voice was so bad.
Betokening our gratitude and esteem, I, Nanamo Ulnamo, Sultana of Uldar, confer upon you this gift. Raubon,
Your Grace.
see to it that our champion is my personal guest at the banquet.
As you command, Your Grace.
Wow, Raubon, how good it is to see you with 2 arms. It'd be a shame if something happened to one of those arms. Pay no mind to me.
If what they say is true, Uldar owes you a great debt. I am Raubon al-Din. With the consent of Her Grace, I oversee the affairs of the Sultanate. Brave souls are few and far between in these times. I count my blessings when I find one. Her Grace invites you to join her at the coming banquet. I trust I will see you there.
No, that is a different voice for Raubon. His was just, the 2 were just very close. You can tell because this guy's inflection is just as bad as everyone else's. Yeah, his is very close. His is one of the
glory of
few.
the Sultanate. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Yeah, no, everyone got canned. Everyone. Why the 12, Kinliana? For an adventurer to receive a personal invitation from Her Grace is unprecedented. Seats at these banquets are offered only to the most distinguished individuals who will be dining with some of the most influential people in Ul'dah. There are, of course, certain protocols that must be observed, but I am no authority on them. Fear not, however, Mistress Momodi has long been responsible for familiarizing foreign guests with our customs. Pray return to the quicksand and speak with her. She will tell you all you need to know. Dude, we're schmoovin'. We're gonna be on to part 2 pretty soon. I have actually done this part before. Just it wasn't recorded. Like I said, I need the footage. We're almost on to part 2. ARR is split up into some really weird parts because, like I said, they really chunked the ARR down to make it not suck quite so bad. Welcome back, Kinliana, and congratulations on your big invite to the big soiree. To be honest, I never imagined I'd be explaining these procedures to you. It's usually only foreign dignitaries who get to hear me prattle on about royal traditions. Any road, I know you're a busy woman, so I'll keep it short and sweet. In accordance with ancient custom, all guests to the banquet are required to wear a pair of ceremonial earrings made specially for the occasion. I skipped the text before I was done reading it. Nope, there we go, okay. They're meant to symbolize... Actually, forget that. This was meant to be a short version. Being of a design unique to the occasion, the earrings serve as a security measure. The Sultan Sworn won't let you near the hall without them. Your set should be... I was reading the chat log, by the way, because I realized it's covered up. You can check out the chat log to see anything you missed. Your set should be ready and waiting for you at the Goldsmith's Guild. Mistress Serendipity is expecting you, so you'll want to head down there now. Your set should be ready. Oh, head down there now. Why am I in the chat log? Go away! Ah! Once you've gotten them, bring them back here and we'll continue. You need special earrings. Okay, yep, moving on. Heard it, been there, yep. I just fucking hit the X button, my brain shut off for a moment. I think I still have the, because like I said, I did it recently. I'm pretty sure I still have the earrings in my inventory. I do, okay, cool. I had to go dig these out of my retainer because they don't just give you a new pair. I'm wondering what happens if like someone sells them. Like they have to give you a new pair probably if you don't have them still. I'm assuming like because it's a unique item though, because it was in a retainer, it just didn't give me one. Greetings, is there something I can help you with? Ah, Kinliana, your earrings are right here. I crafted them myself, I'll have you know. I think you'll be very pleased. In case Mr. Smoma didn't warn you, the box is locked, and I'm not permitted to give you the key. It's a final safeguard, you see. Only designated individuals are authorized to distribute the earrings to guests. In this instance, the person in question is none other than Mistress Momody, so you'll need to ask her to open the box on your behalf. Pardon the inconvenience, but the Sultan Sworn take her Grace's safety very seriously. Still haven't done the seasonal event. I don't know if I'm going to. It's just minions. If there's a mount I would, but I really don't care about seasonal shit. Picked up your earrings yet, Kinliana? Let me just... Oh, well, now looks like the Guildmaster outdid herself with this pair. You'd best take good care of these earrings. If they fall in the wrong hands, gods only know what might happen. Now then, I hope you're feeling sociable, Kinliana, because you're about to hobnob with Ul'dah's elite. Let me know when you're ready to head to the banquet. Oh, I'm fucking ready. This is it, Kinliana, your big debut in Ul'dah High Society. The banquet's being held in the Fragrant Chamber. Head over to the Royal Promenade and Bartholomew will show you in. Oh, but be sure to put on your earrings first or he'll send you packing. Right, well I reckon that's everything. Try not to let all the pomp and ceremony get to you. Just be yourself and you'll be fine. Let's put on my eye level 1 earrings. I just dropped my average by like 40. Chamber of Rule. No! My new game plus! Oh no, I've been invited to an EX party! Oh no! I'll take a new game plus break. We'll take a break. I'm gonna be streaming probably pretty late tonight.